like to give you my thoughts on this program, this targeted individual program. I'd like to share a little story about when I look back years ago about something that kind of shocked me. Okay, I'd like to start off with like with the people who were in the program that have lost their lives through suicide. Okay, let's start off with let's see here. Let's see here. The first person I'd like to start off with would be a person by the name of Karen Sterling. Okay, it says here. It says here Karen Sterling. Hold on here. Let me see if I could. It says Karen Sterling committed suicide. She was tortured by direct energy weapons that caused her to commit suicide. And then another person I'd like to talk to you about is Carrie Clark. Carrie Clark addicts, age 45, committed suicide June 25, 2001 from Arkansas. Okay, it was a technician. I guess it was prevented from finding employment. And another person I'd like to talk to you about would be would be David F. Wood. If I could find him here. Here it is. This is David F. Wood. He committed suicide on October 14, 1999. Okay. It's another targeted individual. Okay. These are all targeted individuals that were in the program. The next person I'll talk to you about is Darren Smith. He's a targeted individual that committed suicide on August 31st, 2006. He committed suicide. These are all targeted individuals that have committed suicide because of this program. Okay. Now I'd like to talk to you about, let's see here. I'd like to talk to you about other targeted individuals that instead of committing suicide, they actually lashed out. Okay. Okay, hi, I'm back again. Yes, the people I'd like to, the target individuals I'd like to talk to you about right now would be, target individuals that, they passed away, but they lashed out, and these were target individuals also. The first person I'd like to talk to you about is Aaron Alexis. He calls this was a Navy Yard shooter. Aaron Alexis, Navy Yard shooter. It says here that Aaron Alexis was he was, he was always getting, they were using like direct energy weapons on him, and what happened was he couldn't handle it no more, so he lashed out. And that's something that the program wants you to do. You should never lash out in violence, because that's the last thing you do want to do. The next person I'd like to talk to you about is, let's see here. I think you know who this person is here. Let me see. everybody knows who Myron Mays is, right? Everybody knows who Myron Mays is. He's he's an attorney from Florida who 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 was a target individual. And Myron Mays, it says here that he was the FSU shooter. Myron May left a message that says, "I do not want to die in vain." Okay, and what happened was he was a target individual himself. He was getting followed around. They were using direct energy weapons on him also, right? They were harassing him. He moved to, I guess he went to, was it Las Cruces, New Mexico or something? And then he went to, he was from Florida, but he was also an attorney. So he lashed out in violence because he thought that was the only way for him to stop his program, his harassment. But that, that's not the way to handle it right there. And he was an attorney, so he had no criminal record and everything. He was just trying to better himself by moving out from the area where he was getting harassed from, but it followed him wherever he went. The next person I'd like to talk to you about would be, let's see here. I'm not sure if you ever heard of this guy here. His name is, let's see here. Have you ever heard of Jivelry Wong? Okay. Have you ever heard of Jivelry Wong? It says here, okay, Jivelry Wong, hold on here, I'm trying to find where he is now. How do I get this out here? Okay, here it says here that, here he goes, Jivelry Wong. Okay, it says here this guy, Jivelry Wong, he's, I'm pretty sure he's like Vietnamese. He's from, I guess, a foreign country, Vietnam, or was it Thailand or something? And this guy was always complaining about, it says here that he was complaining about, he was laid off from a job, and then he was also, he said that he was being slandered, like there was rumors and gossip. They were like, I guess they were using some kind of direct energy weapons on him also. And what happened to him was that he, they did so many things to him, like, they broke into his apartment or his house, and it says there that they, they did things like, made a bowel movement on his bed, and they were like, I guess they were like doing so many things to him. Like, he lived in California at first, and then from California he moved to New York, and that's where he committed a heinous act. He lashed out in violence. His name was Jivelry Wong. He was he didn't speak very good English, but The guy was he moved from, I guess, from Thailand, immigrated here, and he wanted to start a new life. But by the time he came to California, he started his targeting in California, and then he moved to New York. His targeting followed him to New York, and it was so bad that he could not handle it no more. So he ended up lashing out in violence, and that's something that I just, have a hard time. Just I don't agree with that, because it's hard to understand, like, a guy who came from a foreign country trying to better his life. Okay, that was hard to understand because they harassed him, they gang stalked him, they used direct energy weapon on him. They slandered him, I guess, character campaign or smear campaign. Okay, so he's a target individual also. But there's another TI I'd like to talk about here. I don't know if you heard about this guy. His let's see here. This guy's name is let's see here. His name is Juan Go, and this guy Juan Go. It says here that this guy was a TI also, and he actually he lashed out in violence also. Okay, this guy, this is his picture right here, and it says here that what they say about target individuals. It says they diagnosed him with paranoid schizophrenia delusions, right? But it says here that right here, it says here the administration and staff at Oikos, it's a school now, conspiring against him, alienating him from his fellow classmates, and covertly having him bugged and followed. He was considered a good student before he dropped out of the school's nursing program. Okay, take a good look at this guy. Okay, the strange thing about this guy is that I met this guy in 2009. There was a friend that owned a cafe, like a coffee shop in San Leandro, California, and I helped him put a flat screen TV in his cafe. And this guy Juan Go, in 2009, he introduced me to this guy because he goes there to like read his book and go on the Wi-Fi. And when I met the guy, he seemed like a normal guy, but he was talking to me like about, it seemed normal at first. He was talking to me about his family. Okay, he said his mother and his two brothers were in Virginia, and that sounds normal. They immigrated here from Korea because the person in the cafe, the owner, he's Korean, and this guy's Korean too. So he probably got to know that guy too, right? So he introduced me to him because he comes to his coffee shop all the time. And when I met this guy, he seemed normal. He talked to me about his family. He talked to me about the food they ate in Korea. And he talked to me about his life. What was strange about him was that, a little odd, that in 2009, he tells me that he's um he's being followed, and I was like, I just listened to what he was telling me, and then he tells me that there's cameras in his place, like his apartment, because he's living with a relative, I think. And then I told him, I'm not too sure about that. I thought that was kind of like strange because, I thought he was depressed or something when he told me there was cameras in his place and he was being followed around. And I was like, I don't know, man. That sounds a little too much for me. Maybe you're just a little depressed and you need to, you need to relax. Maybe I was telling him and probably go out a little bit, go watch a movie or something. I was talking to him about that. And then he commits a heinous act, a crime, okay? In 2012, he commits this crime. He lashed out in violence, okay? And I was shocked. I was shocked because at the time I didn't know about all this stuff. I didn't know about what a target individual was, okay? And it says here this is like an article. It says here also alienating him from fellow classmate and covertly having him bugged and followed. Okay. And he was telling me about him being followed and putting cameras in his place. Okay. So it was kind of like, it was like catching up to me that this guy is a targeted individual. And I'm like, dude, man, I'm going through this myself. So I'm kind of like, that guy was not lying to me, man. He was telling me the truth. I just could not understand him at the time. I feel kind of bad because I wish I did understand what he was trying to tell me. I feel really bad, but he's a targeted individual. He also passed away too, man. You know, those all these people I'm talking to you about are targeted individuals, okay? Okay, now I'd like to talk to you about how does it feel? How can you understand a person who is a target individual? Because nobody understands a target individual. Everybody probably thinks that a person who's a target is they might think they're a little different, a little odd or something. And what I'm trying to say is that most people cannot understand what a target individual is. Okay, they don't know how it feels to be a target individual. Okay, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to let a person know who's not a target individual feel how a target individual feels and how to understand a target individual. Okay, what I'd like what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do me a favor. Okay, I'd like you to understand what a target individual is, and I'd like you to try to feel what they're going through also. Okay, this is not going to be easy now. Okay, it's not going to be easy. You have to work with me on this one. Okay, and what I tell you is something you know, it's something that a person goes through in their life as a TI, and it's not everybody goes through this. Only a TI would understand. A target individual would understand what this is. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to do me a favor and close your eyes, okay? And take a deep breath, okay? and clear your mind, okay? Take another deep breath, okay? And clear your mind, okay? Now you should feel more relaxed. You should feel more focused now, okay? Okay, so now I want you to think about, while your eyes are closed. Okay, hold on for 1 second here, okay? Okay, I just want you to close your eyes and relax. I want you to feel how a targeted individual would feel. I want you to understand how a targeted individual understands things. Okay, your eyes are closed, you're relaxed, you clear your mind, and you're focused. Okay. I want you to think about, this is late at night, okay? You got off work, and then you went to the grocery store, or you went shopping, because there's, grocery stores at night. And while you were at the grocery store, you bought your the things you needed for the house. Okay, so you're gonna go home now. You're headed to your car, okay? While you're getting to the parking garage, somebody comes up to you and asks you for change. There's only one person, but they're like 50 feet away, but they're coming closer to you, asking you for change. Okay. While they're coming towards you, you see other people come around you, towards you, and by that time you feel something's not right. You look around, there's a car, maybe a van. You notice that these people are trying to kidnap you now. Okay? You're scared for your life. You're scared for your safety, okay? When that person comes up to you, you're walking fast, you're running. These people came towards you, 3 or 4 at them, trying to kidnap you or trying to harm you. You fought them off as hard as you can, okay? You ran to your car, opened the door, locked the door, started the engine, and you left. Okay? You don't know how you fought them off, but it was a miracle you fought them off before they kidnapped you and try to harm you. Okay? While you're in your car, your heart is beating fast. You're nervous, you're scared. Your adrenaline it's just inside you, it's pumping really fast. Your blood's pumping, your heart's pumping fast. You're nervous, okay? You're driving. You want to get home. But you feel like you're perspiring. You feel like you're sweating a lot. You're sweating so much that you don't know what to do, okay? And then you say you have to pull over. You have to take your sweater off, okay? Your eyes are closed and you're relaxed, okay? So you pull over You pull over to a gas station. You're sweating heavily. You take your sweater off. You pull your sweater off and you look at your shirt. You look down and it's wet. It's soaking wet. You touch it. It's red. You're bleeding. You've been stabbed. Now you're really scared. You're pumping, your blood's pumping, your heart's pumping fast. You need to go to the hospital. You need to go to get some medical attention. Okay. So now you go to the nearest hospital or the nearest place to get medical help. Okay. You're scared, you're nervous, your heart's pumping fast. When you get there to the hospital, the nurse or the assistant checks you in. They check your vitals. They check all your wounds. You're still in shock, because this just happened really fast. You don't know what was going on. So when you get there, they're checking your blood pressure, checking your temperature, checking everything about you. Now, you feel relaxed and at ease, but when you get there, you see somebody that you saw in the parking garage. Okay, this is one of the person who attacked you, who stabbed you, who harmed you. They're over there in that emergency room with you, and they're smiling. And you see some nurses smiling too. And you're like, in your head, you're thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. You get out of there. You walk out of there. Okay, you're scared now. Your heart's pumping fast. You go try to get some help from somebody, okay? You go to the local market to find bandages, okay? You put a jacket on, a sweater on to cover up your wounds. You get to that shopping center, that drugstore to get bandages, and the people in the store, it's like a drugstore to get bandages. They look at you, they start smiling at you. They look at you really different, like they know you. Now you're really pumping blood. Your heart's pumping fast. You're scared now. You get out of there. You get out of the drugstore. Now you're going to get help. You're trying to look for a cop or a police to help you. You try to talk to somebody. Now they look at you and talk to you. They make eye contact with you. And these people are smiling, okay? And you're like, what's going on here? Your heart's pumping fast. You're full of adrenaline. You're sweating. Open your eyes. That was just a dream. That was just a bad dream. You wake up from a bad dream, a nightmare, okay? That wasn't real. But while you wake up, your heart is pumping because that reality in your mind set it to make it real. So you believed everything in there. That was just a dream. You woke up, opened your eyes, and you said to yourself, it was just a bad dream. You felt relieved, okay? Now, while you wake up, you go to work. While you go to work, people are rude to you. They're mean to you, okay? You go places, you go to the store, you go to the market, you go shopping. People are rude to you, they're mean to you, and you're being followed now, okay? It's kind of strange. You don't pay too much attention to it. People are in cars or just stop right by you. You're just waiting there. You don't pay too much attention to that, okay? You go home to your house, to your apartment, wherever you live. Something's not right. You feel like you're getting attacked, you're getting hit with some type of weapon, direct energy weapon. You feel something on your skin, you feel something tingling, you feel something burning, you feel like you're sweating, like they're hitting you with something, okay? You get out of that place and you say, I want to go to a different, I just want to go out, go visit my cousin in a different city, okay? You visit your cousin. While you're there, you go out, go grab a sandwich, go grab something to eat, and you're being followed. People are just looking at you, just smiling at you, and just looking at you. Everywhere you go, people are just staring at you like they know you. People are being rude to you. Okay? While this is happening, people in vans are close by. You're getting hit with direct energy weapons now. Okay? Now, you decide you want to move from your apartment, your house, to a different city. Okay? Because you're a little nervous. Your heart's pumping fast. You're a little scared. You move to a different city. Now the people who are following you end up going to the city there. They set up shop next to your apartment. Okay, they move in right next door. Okay, so now when you go out, you're being followed everywhere you go. Wherever you stand by for a couple hours, you're getting hit with direct energy weapons. Okay, I mean, you're getting to the point you're getting attacked now. They're attacking you with these weapons. They could attack your mind, your body. You could feel it, okay? Now you don't know why you're getting anxiety and you're getting nervous. Everywhere you go, people are looking at you like they're smiling at you. Some are being rude to you, acting very strange towards you. Some people are pointing their phones at you, taking pictures of you. Some people are standing in parking lots just waiting for you. You don't know these people. Wherever you go, you're being followed. Wherever you go home, you're getting hit with something, direct energy weapons, or you go to another place, they're mobile, they're in a van, and they're hitting you with direct energy weapons too. You're getting hit. Either getting burned, or your heart's beating fast, or something's happening to you. Wherever you go, you're being followed. Whenever you stand by someplace for a while, you're getting hit with direct energy weapons. You're getting tortured now. Your skin is getting burnt. They could direct this weapon in your eyes, anywhere on your body, and it's gonna burn. There's a campaign on you. There's a rumor, gossip going on around you. And you know it's true. You know it's not true. They're slandering you like a smear campaign. Okay. So you move from one city to another city. They follow you. You move from one state to another state. they follow you. You go from one country to another country, they end up following you. You can't wake up from this dream. This is not a dream. This is reality. This happens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is a dream you can't wake up from. It's like a maze. You're trying to get out of a maze and you can't get out of this. They call it the Matrix. You can't get out of this. This is a nightmare you can't wake up from. Remember that. If you're a real target individual, you'd understand this. For a non-target, remember,